In the shadowy depths of Canada's dense forests, far removed from any sign of human life, I encountered a secret that would send shivers down my spine for years to come. At the age of 16, when every experience felt intense and the wild seemed boundless, I ventured into these remote woods. My father and I had formed a ritual of retreating here, seeking a refuge far from the chaos of civilization in the raw and eerie quiet of nature. This particular journey took a sinister turn as dusk fell, painting the towering pines in ominous shades of gold and shadow. It was then, amidst the creeping silence and the encroaching night, that I stumbled upon something both astonishing and bone-chilling. I wandered away from our campsite, driven by a mix of curiosity and an urge to explore. That's when I stumbled upon a strange clearing, so out of place amidst the forest's uniformity. It was as if I had found a secret door, hidden by nature itself, leading to an entrance that hinted an ancient burial ground. My heart skipped a beat, and the air around me felt unnaturally cold, making me shiver despite myself. This hidden entrance was marked with symbols, eerily similar to those from ancient Egypt, a subject I've always been fascinated by thanks to endless documentaries and books. The idea that something like this could exist here, in the wild heart of Canada, and so far from the sandy reaches of Egypt, was both thrilling and terrifying. Driven by a mix of curiosity and a thirst for adventure, I stepped into the tomb. The air inside was heavy, filled with the smell of ancient earth and a tangible aura of history that seemed to whisper from the very walls. Hieroglyphs covered these walls, showing scenes of servitude and the journey to the afterlife, much like the servant burial sites found in the realms of ancient pharaohs. Yet, amid the familiar, there were jarring anomalies, images of landscapes eerily similar to the woods that surrounded us. It hinted that the creators of this tomb had a profound bond with this very place, blending the distant past with the unsettling present. I pressed on, my flashlight's beam slicing through the darkness, revealing artifacts and bones clothed in the decayed fragments of what must have been ceremonial attire from long ago. With every step I took further into the tomb, a heavy sense of unease settled over me. It felt like the very shadows were alive, murmuring cautions into my ear, begging me to retreat from the secrets that lay buried deep within these ancient walls. Out of nowhere, a sound cut through the silence of the chamber, a haunting, sorrowful cry that felt at once distant and terrifyingly near. Panic surged through me, and I turned to run, not pausing for a moment until I burst back into the clearing, lungs burning for air under the fading light of the setting sun. Breathless, I shared my encounter with my dad. His face showed doubt, but he listened without dismissing my fears. By unspoken consent, we packed up at dawn, leaving behind the shadows of the forest with a silent vow never to venture into that part of the woods again, the memory of that mournful cry echoing in our minds, adding an eerie finality to our retreat. For 2 long years, the memory of that mysterious tomb haunted me. I found myself caught in a tug-of-war between trying to rationalize what I had seen and felt, and a deep-seated fear that defied explanation. Eventually, gathering the courage that had previously escaped me, I felt an irresistible pull back to that forest. Compelled by a mix of obsession and a desperate need for closure, I made my way to the clearing once again, my heart heavy with both dread and an unshakable need to face whatever awaited me there. But it was gone. The clearing was there, as was the dense forest that surrounded it, but of the tomb there was no sign, no entrance, no hieroglyphs, not even the slightest indentation in the earth where the doorway had been. It was as if the forest had swallowed the tomb whole, erasing its existence. I searched for hours, refusing to believe that such a place could simply vanish. But vanish it had, leaving behind nothing but a chilling mystery and the haunting realization that some secrets are meant to remain hidden, shrouded in the mists of forgotten history. The memory of that day clings to me like a ghost, slipping through my dreams with whispers of the unknown, a constant reminder of the fragile barrier separating our reality from the mysteries that dwell just out of sight. It's a haunting that occasionally stirs in the quiet moments, nudging me towards the realization of how thin that veil really is. What I stumbled upon, and what I left behind in those dense Canadian woods, marks one of the most profound mysteries of my life, a stark reminder that our world harbors both wonders and terrors far beyond our comprehension. Some secrets, it seems, resist the light of discovery, preferring instead the shadows from which they can quietly observe, unchallenged and unseen.